Hi, my name is Elizabeth Pampalone, and I wanted to share with you about sales funnels today. So, a lot of people think of sales funnels as this big, huge thing, and they need all these fancy tools to get started, but actually, you don't. So, I'm going to show you some few simple steps and a couple of tools that are very inexpensive and free that you can use to get your sales funnel started. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is the tiers of products that you have, because this is where you're going to derive your opt in. And the way you determine what you're going to give away to create a sales funnel, so you have people coming in and they're kind of grabbing this free thing that you're going to give away, and then it takes them to your next level of product, and then maybe the third or fourth level of product from there. So one of the things we're going to look at is what you want to get out of it. So maybe you want to funnel people from your first tier into your second tier, or maybe your zero tier, you kind of new people to you, into a first, second, and then third tier. So kind of deciding what you want out of it. Maybe you want to get more calls. Maybe you want to book more weddings, like whatever it is that you're doing, you need to decide what this sales funnel is going to do for you. And then that's going to help you determine what you're going to give away. So I wrote down a couple of things for service industry professionals. Maybe you start with low-level items like a discount, a PDF, a video, maybe do a free webinar. And then the next tier might be a free discovery call or some kind of consultation. And then a paid consultation, which is usually longer. And then hourly work, full services, and then packages. So those are kind of your tiers going up in value. And you can start anywhere in those tiers with your sales funnel and giving away one of those items and then funneling people into that next tier. So with retail, you might give away a discount, a PDF, a video to educate people, a webinar also for education, a small product, a mid-sized product, your large product, and then your custom products. So those are kind of, and custom products also includes packages. So, you kind of want to get people from getting a free thing, like maybe a discount or a PDF, and then getting them all the way into buying custom packages and products. So you wanted to decide from there, like how are your customers going to relate to this item? So for example, let's say we give away, from a service industry standpoint, a PDF. The PDF is actually going to allow that person to do something on their own, maybe teach them how to do something, but they're going to still have questions. And so the questions are going to be, hey, book a call with me and we'll go over your questions. And maybe that means they need your next service or the next service after that. And so it gets them to take an action. And then maybe for the retail, you give them a trial size product for free as an opt-in, or like a sample product. And then they want the full size product because they've tried it and loved it. So that's kind of your way to get people from A to B, and by giving away something. Now, the mechanics of this can get a little bit bogged down, so I wanted to break it down for you guys. Once you have your item, you're going to determine your means, and then you have your outcome as well. So we have our outcome. We want people to buy full-size products. We want people to book a call with us to basically sell more product. So those are our two outcomes for our examples. And then our items were going to be a PDF and a sample or trial size product. So the means is that middle portion, which everybody kind of gets stuck on. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about our workflow. We're going to decide how we're going to give this away. So we're going to start with the PDF. Typically, you're going to have someone sign up with their email in a little box on your website. Maybe you want to create a whole page for this to kind of get them reading through and then realizing they really need this PDF, and then you say, guess what, it's free, and you give it to them for their email. So then they're going to sign up with their email. Then you're going to have a success message that tells them that they need to check their email account that they signed up with, and they need to check their spam, because sometimes your stuff goes into spam. And then you're going to have, that email is going to trigger on your system, your platform that you decide to use, which I'll go over in a minute. It's going to trigger an email to be sent out. And that email, you're going to write a simple note, and you're going to attach a link to your discovery call and the PDF. And it says here, I definitely want to make sure you know this, that with your PDF, you typically don't shove those into your systems. You can put those on your website and then use the link over there. Bring the link over. So it just depends on how your system works. And then you have a tracking system now set up. So when they sign up, it goes into your system. it sends them an email automatically that you've predetermined, and they get the link to download this PDF that you've sent for them. And then that triggers maybe an email sequence in your email system. And you want to make sure you're writing all these steps down. So when I wrote down this workflow, I wrote down they sign up, enter their email on the website, show success message, and I wrote what I wanted the success message to be. Then the email will send to them automatically. I wrote what I wanted, a note and a link to the PDF for download. And then tracking in the email in your system. And so what that's going to do is allow you to see how many people have signed up, how many people have opened your email, how many people downloaded your PDF, and it's going to give you all those numbers. Now, if you have a drip campaign associated with this, now drip campaigns can also be a little crazy, but all you have to do is write them down. So maybe you want to give this PDF to them, and then in 5 days, you want to check back with them and see how they're doing with the PDF. If it requires them to take some kind of action, like cleaning out a closet or updating their website or whatever it is. So then the first email that you send to them is going to be a part of that drip campaign, and it's on what's called day 5. So in your email systems, a lot of times they'll ask you how many days after the first email goes out, which was your PDF email, how many days after that do you want this email to go out, your first drip? So you say 5. So this is the day 5 email. And it's going to say, hey, you got my email, you got my PDF. I hope you're working for you. I hope you're loving it. Is there anything I can help you with? Oh, here's a tip I forgot to mention that's a great way to use this PDF XYZ. Then maybe 5 days later after that, which would be day 10, you do another email. Very similar. How's it going? Oh, by the way, we have this product over here you'd probably love. So you're really just kind of soft launching things to them, like soft pitching. You're not really pushing things on them. You're saying, here's this free thing. I want it to work for you. Here's some advice on this free thing because I really want it to work for you. And then you're saying, and this might help you because I know that it's like they go together. And then, oh, and then this thing right over here, this might help you because I know they go together. So you're not really pushing it on them, but you're just kind of introducing them to other pieces that are going to help them maximize that free thing. And that's called your drip campaign. So what I like to do is write out the workflow on paper. Like sometimes I make boxes and then have arrows and all that stuff. So I know day 1, they get, when they sign up, that's day 1. Doesn't matter what day of the year it is, it's day 1 for them. And they get the email automatically with the download. Then day 5, they get a drip email that says, hey, awesome. Day 10, they get another drip that says, awesome, here's a product. Day 15, they get another email, awesome, here's a product, and I'm having a webinar coming up. And then day 20, that kind of thing. So you get the idea, but you want to write down every single little thing that the customer interacts with. And you might think you forget something, just go back and add it in because you want to make sure every single action, every single click is what I call it, takes place within this workflow. So one of the things also people get stuck on is not only just writing all this out because it can be a little daunting, but I say to work on it one piece at a time. So if you say, I want send a PDF, have 2 drips in my drip campaign, and that's it because I only have one other product I want to kind of upsell them. So you'll have your PDF email and you're going to write the PDF email. Then you're going to write only 2 other emails and you're going to write your success message for your website. I mean, that's not a whole lot of stuff. So, and then you can track how that's doing. And maybe you need more drip campaign emails. Maybe you need only 1 drip campaign email. Maybe your PDF email needs to say something different. And as you see, how those emails are opened and maybe the subject lines are wrong. Maybe you need to change those up after a little while. So that's how when you're tracking it, it's very easy to go back and just adjust these little tweaks and make your sales funnel even more powerful and more helpful to you. So I've got 2 things that I like to use for my products. And there's so many products out there, and so I don't want you to get overwhelmed or confused. But there's 2 free ones that I use, and that's the reason I'm telling you about them. MailerLite, MailerLite. So MailerLite is a free email marketing system. It's like MailChimp, but it's actually free for longer. And they also have great affiliate programs. So if you're into that, you can actually set up affiliates so that you can help other people set up their MailerLite accounts. And then Privy. So MailerLite helps you capture the emails, it helps you track. And Privy, Privy, is one of my favorites because they're actually a landing page system. So even if you didn't have a website, if you didn't have anything, and you're like, I have this great idea, but I have no website, I don't have anything, I maybe just even have a Facebook page, maybe not even that, maybe just Instagram or something, you can use MailerLite and Privy together, and you could set up a whole sales funnel with just those two pieces. I do recommend having a website. It's a lot easier to have things kind of all together in one piece. I feel like when you send people to a website, they kind of are like, okay, I can go back to that website and get more info. But when you have things kind of spread out, it's a little harder. But if you don't have a website, MailerLite and Privy could be your everything, and you could do everything with them for sales funnels. I'm actually going to set up I have set up a freebie for you guys, and it's actually links to MailerLite, links to Privy, and a free opt-in that I created for my team. And it might not have anything to do with you. It doesn't really have anything to do with sales funnels per se. But I just wanted to show you how the sales funnel works and how the opt-in page works on my site, so you guys kind of see an example. And I'm going to put the link here as well, and so you'll have that. But it's going to basically show you a full completed sales funnel that you can kind of watch and kind of take ideas from. So I hope this has helped you. I hope that sales funnels don't seem such a big deal anymore. I mean, there's only 3 pieces to them. There's your outcome, which is kind of what you want to determine first. There is your item, which you decide, what am I going to give away? And you need it to be something of value, but not necessarily something of cost. And then also the means of how to do that, which I've mentioned, things like MailerLite and Privy, which are free, which is awesome. So just those 3 pieces, and really it's really about writing out that workflow. And I know a lot of us are really big into electronic means of things these days, but if you can write it out on a piece of paper with squares and maybe like Post-it notes or something, like so you can get it in your mind, how it's all going to flow, whatever you got to do, just you do it that way because it's going to work the best for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this has been helpful. And if you want to know more about me, my name is Elizabeth Pampalone with the Simplified Academy.